What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. In the last episode, we completed up the mission When Courage Fails. Zelda failed to awaken her sacred power, I guess you could say, to seal away Calamity Ganon, and we learned that Calamity Ganon would return on Zelda's 17th birthday. And so in this episode, we're not going to be continuing on with the main quest just quite yet. Instead, we're going to be doing some more side missions. I think I'm going to do this every kind of 5 videos. So I think this is episode 15. This should be episode 15. If it's not, then whoops, I miscounted. If it's episode 14, oh well, I guess we'll wait a while until we do the next kind of side mission challenges or whatever. But anyway, in this episode, literally all we're doing is going to use other party members that we've yet to see very much of, like Hestu, for example, to take on some of these side missions and just side training episodes, I guess, which should be pretty fun. I enjoy doing these side missions. When I started the series, I thought I might do them in terms of like live streaming and stuff, but I think we're just going to do every 5 episodes, we're going to go in and just kind of use these as a way to upgrade our characters a little bit in between missions, and as well as kind of prepare for the next main story mission. And also it kind of breaks up the flow a little bit, I know, but it kind of allows me to drag this series on a little bit longer, because we're about halfway through already. Yeah, this game's not incredibly long, and I don't think I'll be doing any post-game stuff other than if I stream it, I guess. I'd probably stream it if anything, or just have a video on kind of the ending. Well, not really the ending, but we'll just probably live stream the late game stuff, is probably like the post final battle part of this game anyway. But anyway, let's get straight into battle here with Hestu. There's really nothing else I need to do here, and so we got some anti-electric training. Hey, I'm Hestu, Magician of the Korok Forest. And we can summon some Koroks, which all they do is, I think, add to our attack stuff. I think they just, maybe they boost our attack. I'm not really sure exactly what they do. Apparently that didn't work on you for some reason. Not really sure why. No, I forgot Hestu has 2 special attack bars. So you can see on the top left, there's actually 2 bars up there instead of 3, which is pretty cool, I guess. Wow, there's a lot of electric enemies. This is like my least favorite enemies, because also they don't get stunned by literally anything. I got a Flurry Rush on the Wizrobe, actually. Pretty cool. And apparently I did... How did I not? You know what? I'm going to ask questions later. And we're taking a lot of damage. But anyway, basically, what that special attack bar means now that we have 2 of them means we can charge up 1 attack. And at the same time, we don't have to use it straight away in order to charge up another one. Which is super helpful, actually. Especially later on in the game. And we'll have the ability to upgrade that for other characters later on, but just not quite for right now, though. Alright, we should be able to get the... How did I not get that attack off on you? I mean, you're pretty close to dying already anyway. And you probably should die a long time ago, because we're way above the level that we need to be for this. I mean, I always fail that attack dodge. But anyway, the electric Malbin's down. And, oh, we now have 2 electric Malbins that we have to fight, which isn't terrible. And did Hestu just like, he's running like Naruto. So I've never seen the show. I just know what the run looks like, obviously, which is the only reason I know that. But like either way, it's like, it's kind of funny because he kind of runs like that when you press B and hold down. You can see him like run like that. He sticks his arms out. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. That's cute. Why is it so hard to dodge your attacks? I don't understand quite why it's so difficult to. And we're gonna die here if we don't get some help. And we're immediately taking damage again. I'm just trying to take you guys out. I'm gonna focus on 1 at a time. Well, I'll continue to dodge around in order to make sure I don't. Alright, continue to dodge you as best I can. How that didn't hurt you, I don't exactly know. But we're gonna show us to our moves real quick and take both of you out, maybe. Took one of you out, not the other one though. Though you should be pretty close now, and this actually should do it. And there we go. That was pretty quick actually. I love his little da-na-na-na-na thing that he sings. Like the classic Zelda jingle of when you get an item. Or at least like just a normal item. Like if you got like a small key or bought something. Now there's sometimes we hear the ba-da-da-da thing. Like from the original Zelda game when you get like a super cool item. Like a item from a dungeon. Like if you got like the special item from the dungeon, or you know, or you got like the map or the compass in some newer Zelda games. Or really not some newer ones, because the last original, I guess you could say, Zelda game to come out was, well, no, that was Linked Between Worlds, but so it did have a compass. But the last one that came out on console, other than Breath of the Wild, was Skyward Sword, and it didn't have a compass. You just got everything with the map, which was a nice touch, actually. You didn't have to find multiple chests with a sword and a compass and stuff. And also, I forgot to do this last episode. There was a thing here that we could do, the Trial of Monsters.
You did well.
And we can qualify for the Trial of Kosha. So obviously, if you played Breath of the Wild or you watched my series on it, you would know exactly who that is. That's, well, I'll leave it up. If you haven't seen my Let's Play of Breath of the Wild, definitely go watch it, because it's, you know, it's on YouTube, and you should definitely go watch it, you know, because, you know, you just should. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's do a couple more upgrades. Let's see. Rivali gets another upgrade. Spend some more rupees. That's fine.
I've outdone myself.
And I believe. Oh yeah, we got some stuff in the Heber region. Sweet. All right, now let's actually head over here and octo polish. Actually, none of our characters have anything to polish right now, so we're fine for now. But I'll show what that is a little bit later if I get the chance. Oh, so right now the thing that I need to do is upgrade some stuff for Link. When did we run out of money just now? I guess we ran out just now. I guess when we used it with Rivali, we may have spent all of our money, which was a mistake on my part. But anyway, I guess that's besides the point. It doesn't really matter now. Alright, so anti-ice training. Let's take a different character this time. Let's go with Daruk. We haven't seen him in quite a long time, actually. I don't even remember the last time we saw him. I'm not going to use any food because the missions are so short. And it's probably well for Daruk to use some anti-ice training, considering he's a Goron and he's so used to the heat. It's probably good for him to get used to the cold weather of the Hebra Mountains and ice attacks, because we'll be seeing a lot of those later on, as well as just other attacks. We'll be seeing, you know, electric attacks, fire attacks, different stuff like that. But we should be good to go. And apparently giving us some stuff with Daruk. I forgot we can move our little buddy around on screen. And I really do enjoy the part where it's like every time we see a new character, they have a different, we see each of our party members in the order that we actually obtain them show up on this screen, which is pretty cool. And even Zelda's outfits changed. She used to wear her other outfit, but now she's wearing her gown from now on, like her ceremonial robe. She's wearing that in this cutscene as well, which I thought it's a nice little touch. They really like went out of the way to make sure like everything all kind of matched up, I guess. Because Zelda, of course, is wearing her robe now, because we're getting pretty close, and her ceremonial robe is obviously kind of the main staple of this game. Other than her like blue outfit, I guess, that you would normally see. That's kind of a staple though for like late stuff that we would normally see out of Zelda when she's like training and stuff. So they changed her outfit on the loading screen, which is pretty cool. I'm going to tell you, we're going to see that outfit again in the next mission, so don't worry. Because I guess we would just... or the next main story mission, not this, specifically the next mission, like... Because obviously we're doing more side story stuff, and wow, we're doing a lot of... We're taking these guys out very quickly, which is pretty cool, actually. And like, look at how much damage we're doing to this ice mob, and it's ridiculous, actually. Just how much damage we're doing. Freeze you in place. And I should be able to do a quick attack. Actually, I should be able just to use this. This should take out most of the enemies in the area anyway. Alright, sweet. There we go. And yeah, 2 more hits for you, buddy. These guys don't take a whole lot at all. I don't think I can collect any of that. Well, I guess I can. And then we'll head up this way, and there's one last moblin. Ice moblin to defeat. And we have a time limit. Not really too worried about that. We have plenty of time. And we're going to defeat these guys pretty quickly anyway. And considering it's just him, we don't really have too much to worry about. Avoid out of the way of that ice attack, because that's not very fun to get caught up in. Just going to dash forward, move out of the way. Should have got the flurry rush there, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. This should just about kill him. In fact, it did, and that was super short. We're such a high level now that, like, these missions take, like, 2 seconds, which is pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so yeah, that took us 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's ridiculous, actually. Just how, like, quick we finish off those levels. And it's fun to, like, once we've kind of reached the end of the game and we're such a high level that we can go back to, like, the first mission and take out enemies with 1 hit. It's pretty fun to, like, go back and just, like, blade through as many enemies as possible. That's a pretty fun thing to do, not gonna lie. And also, these side missions not only help upgrade our characters a little bit, but it also helps out with getting items that we need to upgrade things on the map as well, and like add things to the Sheikah Slate, upgrade characters, all sorts of things like that. Like we can even do this. We can get Cronus Plus. So there we go. So now the loading time for Cronus is shorter. I'm missing stuff for that, as well as that. Let's see. Is there any shops that we could find that would maybe have the items that we need? In fact, what does it have that we need? It has the fin trap. It should mark it on it there for us. In fact, I'd like all of them, because I think we need 10 of those. I'd like to actually get that upgrade over there that you see. Can't get that though. They are selling pumpkins here, and I'd like all of them, which should put us right at what we need for this up here. Yeah, indeed. Wait, oh no, we're missing 5 of what? What are we missing? Wizrobe trophies. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, I guess we'll continue on with some more of these side missions, I guess. Link one-handed weapons. We're well ahead of this, and this mission obviously requires Link, as well as the next mission that we're going to be doing, Link with two-handed weapons, though I'm not going to be able to use the Master Sword for that mission. And I don't have an upgraded two-handed weapon, so we might not finish that mission as quickly as others, because obviously Link won't have the Master Sword and an upgraded weapon, because really I don't see much of a point in using anything other than the Master Sword with Link. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And also, I think it's nice also, like, even look at Link, like, he now has the Master Sword in his hand during this cutscene, or like this thing. Zelda has a robe on, obviously, like I mentioned earlier. And even the champions, their outfits have changed as well. They now hold, like, their garbs and stuff. You can see, like, the robe that Mipha now wears with the champion blue across, and Rivali and Urbosa and Daruk all have something similar, some sort of similar change to their characters. And basically this is just Link goes around attacking a bunch of Hyrulean guards to take them all out and finish them off as quickly as possible. And I think, yeah, just 500 enemies in like 3 minutes. That's like nothing for us. Though we have the entirety of Hyrule Field to use, which is very strange, and a Hylian captain has appeared. These guys are going to surround us, so it's not too hard to like completely take them all out. And like he goes down in one swing. We're already up to 70 KOs. And luckily some of these missions require us to get us so many KOs that we just get them anyway, and it gives us a little bit more. And I like seeing the KO thing come up, but the missions like this, I was going to say it's really useful because you get KOs, but then I realized also that you really can't use these missions as anything, because especially most of these are going to have allies that you're using as training, and you don't get any sort of medallion for taking it. Like, there's no like piece of paper kind of thing, whatever those are, like little trophies that you get for completing it or defeating an enemy. You don't get those from, you know, allies who are basically you're using them for training. You don't get anything like that from those guys. So it doesn't really matter. It's just more of You get some XP, you get some rubies, and that's about it. And yeah, just more Hyrulean soldiers are going to appear from different sides. They're going to come charging in and fighting us one by one. Or not really one by one. They're going to attack us all at once. But we've got the Master Sword. It's powered up pretty well. And we're doing a lot of damage. Like, we're already almost halfway there. And we're almost our way to another special attack. Alright, going to use this. This should take out a wide variety of enemies all around. You can see just how many enemies actually, like, kind of dissipated from the area with that. And a rusty broadsword. And that actually gives me the chance to show off what the de-rusting ability does with weapons. And I'll show that off once we finish off this mission, because I didn't get to show it off at the end of the last episode, I don't think. Or it was either this episode or the beginning of this one. I'm not sure. You know, I said I was going to show it off. Either way. And also, the reason I can't remember, like, you think it'd be pretty easy to remember, but also, I literally just recorded the last episode. I'm recording these back to back. So, please forgive me, I guess. And, well, this mission's already over. And these guys are just going to stand here, and I'm just going to look you in the eye and be like, you're lucky you didn't die. And then again, none of these guys, I guess, technically die. If you think about it, they kind of did. But, I mean, obviously, Link didn't kill them. It's just for, like, training. And we actually got 501 KOs. So an extra KO, I guess, for good measure, I guess. I was going to say, I think we have to remove that, but apparently not. Now, once we get enough money, I would definitely like to upgrade a lot of weapons like what Link has and stuff, instead of upgrading our characters, because that's generally a good idea. And I think there's some food that should allow us to get more rupees per mission. I could be wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure there is one that does that. Alright, so we get a couple more upgrades, like Urbosa here. And there's a little heart down there at the bottom, which should still be unlockable. Or not. Alright, sweet. Let's see here. There was no Wizrubs in that mission, which kind of stinks, but oh well. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else that we can do? We can do this. We can get some food, I guess. Not bad. Fish pie. Damage from enemies. You know, nothing too severe there. And usually it's pretty easy to see what you can do from the map here, though it doesn't appear there's anything left for me to do. No, it doesn't appear so. Alright, so real quick, I want to go back to the Hylian Blacksmith Guild and go to Octopolish. And this guy studied Octoroks, and he can get Octoroks to suck in weapons and make them look better. So for example, this, you take this, you need 5 metals or some sort of material like this. I typically use the flint because it's the most of what you have, and I don't want to use like diamonds or anything. Then you come in and use monster guts and stuff. I typically like to use the gels and stuff because they're pretty numerous. And maybe some Lizalfos tails or something. We don't actually have a lot of really anything. Let's go with actually one more. And then we can add 10 of these, because I kind of want to mix it around a little bit, because I don't want to use too much of really anything, excuse me. And then we need 100 of these, which we have, what, like 885 of these Bokoblin trophies. So we're going to use them all for this, obviously. Pretty sweet. And we do that, and with 200 rubies, 250 rubies, we could get this rusty broadsword and see what's really going on here underneath. See, we got a Knight's Broadsword. It does 31 damage at level 1, which is actually pretty sweet. But for all that it costs to really do that, I really don't recommend doing that a whole lot. Not until later in the game where you can get some stronger weapons to upgrade the Master Sword with. But I really just, even then still, I would recommend just getting rid of the items that you see, like any sort of rusted item. I would recommend just selling them. They're not worth a whole lot, but I mean, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to use any of that. And we need 450,000 rubies for this. Yeah, no thank you. We don't have nearly enough. Alright, so Link, two-handed weapons and spears. Well, there's Wizrobes in that one. I actually want to take that. And the current weapon equipped cannot be brought into battle. So let's grab a spear. Let's see if we can sort these based on item and then damage. So all of our spears are down here, I think. Yeah, down here. And the highest damage one is going to be the soldier's spear. So I guess we'll use that for this mission. Though if I remember, I will change back. And I may even... Nah, I won't eat any food. Doesn't really matter. It actually looks weird seeing Link without the Master Sword in this game. Like, I can understand in Breath of the Wild, like, you're obviously using different weapons all the time in that game, but like in this game, because I'm just so used to seeing him with the Master Sword and nothing breaks in this game, thank the Lord, because that was one of my biggest complaints about Breath of the Wild is like weapons breaking, like you couldn't repair them or anything. Like I thought the idea was cool, but I feel like they could have done more with it. I mean, nothing about Breath of the Wild. This isn't Breath of the Wild. This is Age of Calamity. But it's kind of weird seeing Link without the Master Sword in this game, just because I'm so used to it. And it's just, you know, I mean, even though the game obviously looks similar, it's still just a little awkward just to see him without it. Alright, so we got Link Spears. And now Link's attacks with the spear are actually pretty cool, and he actually does a pretty good bit of damage, and he actually charge forward through enemies like this. And I love just going through enemies and literally just doing this right here and just charging all the way through and just taking out as many as possible in like one go like this. It's pretty fun. It's really cool. And we can just continue to charge all the way through. And the longer we charge it up, the longer, I think the farther he actually goes with it. And we have a pretty good combo set up even without, oh, we have like a little flurry rush thing kind of going on there. Pretty cool. And you kind of press and hold X, and he'll kind of do like this little jab thing where he jabs really quickly. Like that. Sweet. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright, I like to turn my camera back around, please. Probably should have gotten a little closer to these. Well, never mind. I actually killed them all. And that was a very wild set of attacks there, I guess. That was pretty crazy. That was a long animation just for a simple attack with a spear. Pretty wild. Now, all these guys, like this Wizrobe appeared down here. If you don't mind, buddy, I'm going to use this on you. Does even more damage and finish him off with a giant stabbing. Well, that was fast. Alright, sweet. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. And I can just simply charge through these guys pretty quickly like this and just continue just to plow my way through all these guys just like this. It's actually my favorite attack to do with the spear. I don't know why I enjoy this attack so much, but I just do. So don't hate it, I guess. You know, I don't know. The charge attack is so cool because you just like charge right in. Especially if there's a big crowd of them like that, you just charge right in, do a lot of damage to really all of them. And then you just deal a ton of damage. They're stunned for quite a while even. And some more Zolfos have appeared, and we have plenty of time still as well, which is really nice. Right, let's continue on with this. I don't think we can pick this up, no. And these guys are all so low that this should probably take them out. Or get pretty close anyway. Now the spear obviously doesn't do quite as much damage as like we would see with the Master Sword, but since Link is so powered up, it doesn't matter too much. It's still, you know, like 2 or 3 hits. Take a guy out pretty easily. Right, we should continue forward as well, because there's a bunch of these guys up here that are just waiting for us to finally take their life. Sounds a little dark if you say it out loud, but oh well. Now don't do that. Alright, you know what? I'm using my special attack. I don't care. There's a lot of you here. But I can just plow my way through. And then charge in. 300 KOs. And there's a mob to defeat now. I should be able to do this, and he's going to charge all the way till he hits that, which is pretty cool. We can charge down in the ground. Alright, let's see if we can take you out, buddy. I mean, I'd like some more of those Zolfos trophies. Wouldn't be bad to get some more of those, but I'm just going to take you out and probably finish off this mission as quickly as possible. I'm trying to, at least. Take out a couple more of those Zolfos. Because, you know, some of you guys are pretty low on health, so it wouldn't hurt, I guess. How did I not get that off? I don't know. Also, we don't have our, like, ranged attack, really. The spear does get more range than, like, swords do. We don't have, like, our little spear-headed attack. Alright, yeah, you guys, you run away. You retreat. We get another soldier spear from that, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Like, we used the one soldier spear that we had for this mission, only just to get another one, which may or may not even do more damage. And no, it doesn't. Actually, neither of these do that we got, which is pretty funny. Oh, we can't carry any more weapons. Well, to be honest, all these weapons are pretty weak. And even though they may have some good stuff on them, actually, none of those have anything. Damage from enemies, not really worth it. Attack range might be good. Some of this stuff is just going to be like, no, you can't get rid of the Master Sword, so don't even think about it. And a throwing spear, and actually we'll get rid of this one as well, because I don't really plan on using any of that stuff. Got another spear from Mifa, actually, not bad. I'll get another Wizrobe trophy, which we were looking for, but still not quite enough, I don't think. I think we still need one more for to ultimately grab that upgrade up in the Akala region. Yeah, more missions just keep appearing, which is kind of funny. The Breach of Demise, level 15. So we're not quite there yet. We're still doing all the level 1s. Alright, this is Link two-handed weapons, which we obviously should probably have something that does a good, decent amount of damage. I actually think it's this Boko Bat. The Dragon Bone Boko Bat. Yeah, it is, actually. It does our most damage. It does 30, which isn't bad, though. It's going to look kind of funny with Link carrying around a giant Boko Bat into battle. At least in this game. I mean, they look pretty similar. I don't know. It just feels weird carrying something other than the Master Sword. I've talked about this already in this episode just a couple minutes ago. But still, it just, I don't know. It kind of bothers me a little bit. But there's nothing really I can do about it, I guess. Also, I notice in these videos while I'm recording, because obviously my mic just sits still on my desk. I tend to move really close sometimes like this, and then I move really far away like this. Now, you guys probably won't hear a difference because I compress my audio to match like peaks, or like the peaks match based on like my audio levels. So you guys don't really hear a difference. I mean, you can a little bit, but obviously my post-processing, I kind of fixed that problem, but sometimes I'll look over at my audio and see how like some of it was loud and some of it was soft, and it kind of bothers me, like, oh gosh, like I need to like keep one distance away from all this stuff. I like that attack. That was pretty fun. And just, yeah, I remember this mission. We have to fight Daruk eventually at the end of this mission, which is a pretty fun little attack. You know, just kind of like, we're not doing any harm to him. We're just like, you know, he wants to like battle and fight. You know, just a friendly duel, I guess. Not really meaning to hurt each other. I kind of like that idea in these training sessions where like you get some of the champions. I love how Link, during his special attack, eats food to heal himself, and then attacks. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you don't even have to... And Link's special attack is actually to temporarily heal himself with a meal. And if you just stand there and hit X, he will heal himself automatically when he's using two-handed weapons, which is actually pretty cool. And that'd be the only kind of use for two-handed weapons, though. I'll probably still never use two-handed weapons other than this one mission, or one of the missions that we see that require it. Because to be honest, I would rather just use the Master Sword. It's powered up, it's super strong, and I mean, who wouldn't use it, you know? Alright, we should be getting a special attack here in a moment. There we go. Let me get a bigger group of enemies, though, before we do anything like that. Over to our right, there's a bunch of enemies over here. Yeah, what's up, guys? How's it going? I got a bunch of you together. We're gonna eat all this food, knock you back, and then get 200 KOs. Sweet. I like that attack. That does a wide range of attack. Well, that's actually pretty cool. That special attack actually changes, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Let's head out here real quick and attack all of you guys out here, and then head over this way. Do this once again. And once we hit 400 enemies, I believe that's when we actually get the chance to fight Daruk. And funny enough, if we do these attacks, we actually heal ourselves temporarily, which is pretty cool. So an attack like that, no, I'm sorry. Actually, it drains our health. Excuse me. It doesn't heal us. It drains our health. I was wrong. Excuse me. Sorry. I feel bad now. I was like, you know, we're getting healed. Or temporarily, we lose health. Eventually, we gain it back after a while. So don't need to worry too much. Just make sure you're not super low on health while you do this, because you can see our hearts in the top right flashing a little bit as we do that. And it'll eventually slowly come back. Like well, I used another special attack, so it was a little late to see, but if you look closely, you'll see it slowly start to regen. At least I think it should be. Maybe it's not. Actually, I think if we eat, this is the thing that we were here. Okay, sweet. I see. So if we use special attacks to drain our health, it highlights it for us, and so then we can stand still, press X, and heal ourselves back up to full, or where we were before. Pretty cool, actually. It's a nice little feature. I never noticed that the first time I played through this. And, well, we took that guy out in like one swing. That's pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's take you guys out with something like this. And Hyrule has appeared. And Hyrule wants to rumble. Alright, Hyrule, you asked for it. Oh well, we took more damage. Kinda stinks. Alright, come on, you're almost down, buddy. There we go. Alright, come on, Hyrule. How's it going, buddy? You ready for a nice friendly duel? Sorry, little guy, but I mentioned a fight. See, I like the little thing where they're just like talking and just having a good time, really. I kind of like that dynamic of like these missions where it kind of incorporates some of the other characters in your party in order to kind of help out and stuff. Ooh, we were pretty close there. Not quite close enough. I'm taking a lot of damage. Alright, I need to be careful here. Alright, weak point smash. And Hyrule is already done, but there we go. We even got a Traveler's Claymore for that. Pretty cool, I guess. And training has ended. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, by the way, with that tower right there and all this stuff around us, this is supposed to be Lon Lon Ranch from Ocarina of Time. Sort of. And you remember there's a ranch in Ocarina, not Ocarina, well, yeah, there is one. It looks just like this one, but there's a ranch in Breath of the Wild, which is just south of Hyrule Castle and a little to like the east. It's supposed to be this ranch here, and it's supposed to obviously, I mean, it was supposed to be a shout out to Ocarina of Time and Lon Lon Ranch, and then this game obviously shouts out that version of kind of Lon Lon Ranch. I think it's called something different in that game. Or Mabe Village is where it says it is, I think, in Breath of the Wild. But either way, you keep calling us out to do this, but we can't even do anything with this. We can't upgrade Link here, and that's going to use a lot of our rubies. Oh no. I would rather have honestly not done that, but we got a second thing done on Central Hyrule. Not bad. And also, I want you guys to look here real quick. I want to show this off. If we complete 20% of the game, I think, and all the missions, we get this special outfit, which is supposed to be like the original Hyrule Warriors outfit with the green tunic, with kind of that blue sash that they had on Link in that game. And though I never played it for myself, obviously these two games are very, very similar. Like all the main gimmicks of this game, special attacks, special gauges for special attacks. You know, I think weak items. I think the weak item smash is specific to this game. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen a lot of the original Hyrule Warriors. But either way, you guys kind of get the gist. They're very, very similar in playstyle. Obviously, it's just different stories and stuff. This is based around Breath of the Wild, and the original Hyrule Warriors wasn't really based around any game. It was just kind of its own universe. And obviously, I'll go ahead and, I mean, it's not really much of a spoiler at this point, but neither of those games are actually canon to like the supposedly Zelda timeline that Nintendo has come up with. But anyway, I think with that, that's going to do it all for this episode. So in the next episode, we'll be taking ourselves back to Hyrule Castle to see what's going on. And so, with that, that's going to do it all for this episode here, guys. If you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.